A shocking whisper has started echoing across aviation labs and military circles around the world, and it all points to one man, Maxwell Chikumbutso. They say he's done it again, but this time the invention is so unbelievable that even top engineers are refusing to comment on record. Rumors began when satellite trackers noticed an unidentified object moving at impossible speeds over a restricted region in southern Africa. Analysts assumed it was a glitch until more data started pouring in from different systems confirming something massive and invisible was slicing through the sky. What no one expected was that the trail of evidence would lead straight to the inventor who has spent a decade defying every known law of conventional engineering. Maxwell Chikumbutso has allegedly created the world's first RF-powered stealth jet, a machine that uses radio frequency energy instead of jet fuel to travel faster than anything humanity has ever built. This craft, according to insiders, doesn't just outperform modern aircraft, it outclasses them in every category: speed, stealth, maneuverability, and power efficiency. Some engineers, after seeing leaked schematics, described it as a physics violation with wings. Others simply said, "We're not supposed to have this technology yet." The story begins in an unmarked hangar far from public roads, where Maxwell and a small team of engineers have been quietly assembling what appears to be a completely new type of flying machine. No combustion engines, no massive fuel tanks, no afterburners, just a sleek, obsidian black body, smooth surfaces, and a strange glowing chamber at its core. The chamber is what insiders call the RF heart, a compact system that captures, amplifies, and converts radio frequency energy into thrust without burning a single drop of fuel. The idea sounds impossible because traditional jets rely on igniting fuel to produce enough force to push air backward and move forward. But Maxwell's system doesn't push air backward. It bends space around the aircraft by manipulating high-intensity RF fields. To put it simply, instead of flying through the air, the jet manipulates the air around it. This means the jet doesn't face traditional aerodynamic drag, allowing it to reach speeds that radar systems can barely track. A retired radar operator from the South African Air Force claims he watched an object appear and disappear on his screen in fractions of a second. He said it moved from one side of the horizon to the other faster than any missile he had ever tracked. When asked about the altitude, he said the readings jumped from 5,000 feet to 70,000 feet almost instantly. This kind of maneuver is impossible for any known aircraft today, even for hypersonic experimental jets. The explanation, according to Maxwell's team, lies in a phenomenon they describe as RF envelope acceleration. The aircraft traps itself inside a bubble of radio frequency energy and then shifts that bubble forward. The jet moves because the bubble moves, not because the engines push it. The moment the bubble accelerates, the aircraft accelerates with zero stress on its structure. That means no mechanical strain, no overheating engines, and no sonic boom even when exceeding Mach 1, Mach 2, or potentially Mach 10. If this is true, then Maxwell has just solved the biggest problem in supersonic and hypersonic flight: violent air resistance. Several engineers who dissected fragments of leaked footage claim the jet skin seems to fade or ripple like a mirage when active. This ripple effect comes from RF waves cloaking the aircraft, making it nearly invisible to radar. Every radar pulse that hits the aircraft doesn't bounce back. It gets absorbed, scattered, or redirected, making the jet look like empty sky. This is beyond stealth. It's essentially optical camouflage wrapped in a military-grade energy field. Drone video allegedly captured during tests shows the jet lifting vertically without any visible propulsion. It rises silently, smooth as a feather, before shooting into the horizon in a beam of faint blue light. Witnesses describe the sound as a distant whoosh, nothing more. One local farmer said the aircraft passed above his land so fast it didn't disturb the grass beneath it. If these accounts are accurate, then Maxwell hasn't just built a new aircraft. He has completely rewritten flight itself. Military analysts around the world are scrambling to determine whether Maxwell's jet could outfly, outmaneuver, and outsmart even the most advanced 5th and 6th generation fighters. Some say it could accelerate so quickly that enemy missiles would be pointless. Others believe it could change direction sharp enough to break every bone in a human pilot's body. That's why insiders claim Maxwell is developing an AI-assisted pilot system capable of taking over during extreme maneuvers. The cockpit is rumored to have no traditional control stick, no throttle, and no analog gauges. Instead, it uses hand gesture interfaces, brainwave sensors, and a surround holographic display that projects a 360-degree outside view even in total darkness. The pilot never flies the aircraft, he simply instructs it. The jet handles everything else like an autonomous predator. Another rumor suggests Maxwell's RF jet doesn't rely on runways at all. It takes off vertically, hovers like a drone, and accelerates like a missile. This eliminates the biggest vulnerability in modern air forces, ground-based airstrips. If Maxwell's jet can launch from anywhere, mountains, deserts, forests, or mobile platforms, it becomes almost impossible to track or destroy. Several intelligence groups reportedly attempted to obtain information from Maxwell's workshop, believing that this technology has strategic implications beyond imagination. But Maxwell's team keeps everything locked behind multiple layers of secrecy. Even the few engineers allowed into the core design chamber must surrender all electronics, sign lifetime NDAs, and work surrounded by Faraday cages. One anonymous technician claims the RF heart glows with a pulsing blue halo when activated. He described hearing a deep humming sound that seemed to vibrate through his bones, not just his ears. He said the energy field felt alive. According to him, Maxwell's RF jet uses a combination of magnetic resonance, phased array emitters, and a self-regenerating capacitor system. This system allegedly feeds on ambient RF energy, converting radio waves from the environment into raw propulsion. If true, this means the jet is not just fuel-free, it is effectively self-powered. It could fly indefinitely as long as it remains within an RF-rich atmosphere. Some speculate Maxwell could deploy ground-based RF amplifiers to supercharge the jet mid-flight, giving it nearly unlimited range. Aviation experts reviewing the leaked diagrams believe Maxwell's aircraft breaks the barrier between traditional flight and electromagnetic navigation. They compare it to UFO sightings reported for decades: silent, fast, hovering, impossible to track, and capable of instant directional changes. For years, people questioned whether such UFO-like flights were technologically possible. Now, Maxwell seems to be proving they always were, just not with conventional physics. One engineer said the jet doesn't fly, it teleports smoothly through air. While that may be an exaggerated description, the evidence suggests this machine is unlike anything conceived in modern aerospace. Reports claim Maxwell has already conducted at least 6 successful test flights. Each test allegedly recorded speeds beyond Mach 6 without visible heat trails. This would make the jet faster than the State Route 71 Blackbird, faster than scramjets, and possibly faster than classified hypersonic prototypes. But Maxwell isn't chasing speed for the sake of speed. He is challenging the entire foundation of how we understand propulsion. He once said, "Energy is everywhere. We just need to learn how to use it." This philosophy is embedded into the jet's design. Rather than fighting physics, the aircraft manipulates it. Rather than resisting air pressure, it reconfigures it. Rather than burning fuel, it transforms invisible radio waves into force. Some experts suspect Maxwell's jet could even fly into low Earth orbit. Theoretically, if the RF bubble can expand and stabilize at high altitude, the aircraft may behave like a hybrid between a jet and a spacecraft. This would allow rapid travel between continents in minutes, not hours. Imagine a world where a flight from New York to Dubai takes 8 minutes. Or where military forces can deploy anywhere on Earth almost instantly. This is the strategic power Maxwell's invention hints at. But such power comes with controversy. Scientists argue that manipulating RF fields at the scale Maxwell proposes could disrupt communication networks. Others warn that the aircraft might create invisible hazards for satellites or orbital systems. Some even fear weaponization. A jet that's invisible, silent, and infinitely fast could destabilize global military balance. Yet Maxwell has always emphasized humanitarian goals in his inventions. He claims the RF jet is not for war but for global transportation, rapid rescue missions, and connecting entire continents. He envisions it as a tool to usher Africa into a technological renaissance. But whether the world believes him is another story. Governments are keeping a close eye on his every move, watching whether this new jet will remain in Africa or be snatched away by foreign powers. The pressure is growing. The global aerospace community is both terrified and mesmerized. They are witnessing someone outside traditional systems disrupt aviation more dramatically than the Wright brothers did in 1903. This is not a small step forward. This is a dimensional jump. Maxwell's jet challenges engineers to rethink how humanity moves, travels, and defends itself. It forces the question, what else becomes possible when propulsion no longer needs fuel? What happens when aircraft are limited only by the strength of their materials? What happens when stealth is no longer a design but a side effect? Already, some insiders claim a second prototype is being prepared. This version allegedly integrates adaptive camo, AI-driven routing, and real-time RF shockwave shielding. If the first jet is a revolution, the second might be a revolution squared. But the real secret lies in Maxwell's small notebook, the one he carries everywhere. According to former employees, the notebook contains sketches of future designs that make the jet look primitive. Among these sketches is rumored to be a triangular craft capable of bending gravitational fields. If that's true, then the RF jet is just the beginning. Maxwell's ultimate goal may be to master field propulsion entirely, unlocking the dream of reactionless flight. For now, the world watches silently as the mysterious black jet continues its secret tests. Every report, every leak, every sighting adds fuel to the growing belief that aviation history is splitting into two eras, before Maxwell and after Maxwell. And if the whispers are true, then humanity is standing at the edge of the fastest, stealthiest, and most groundbreaking flight technology ever conceived. The question is no longer whether Maxwell built the RF-powered stealth jet. The question is what comes next. Because if this aircraft is real, then the skies, no, the universe, are about to become much smaller. And everything we thought we knew about flight is about to change forever.